Okay, second video. I'm going to check whether the L function button works on this chrome Olympus EM10 Mark II camera. Knowing that it already works on the black one, it should work on the chrome one. So what I'm going to do is just check the firmware. The lens firmware actually on this, it's the first version of this lens, by the way, because it says Olympus, it doesn't say OM Systems, is 1.3. This body has a 1.4 firmware, whereas this body actually had a 1.2 firmware. The beautiful finish on these cameras is stunning, actually, to be honest, as well. Metal. Yeah, metal is better. Anyway, so I'm going to check whether this works. Okay, so we're going to go into the menu. You go into cogs. Okay, button dial. That's B. Button function. Okay, down the bottom, on the next page, you've got LFN function AF stop, and you've got various other functions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for AF stop, which is actually a little bit difficult to test with one hand, but let's do something different. Digital teleconverter. That's really easy to test. Okay, so now I'm going to look at this. Okay, I'm focusing on this milk jug. Oh, well, what do you know? My function 2 is the digital teleconverter. But now I'm going to hit this function button instead. Just so you know I'm not cheating. I'm hitting this function button and it's working as a digital teleconverter. Okay, let's try a different function. Keystone comp, no, I don't want to do that. HDR bracket. Oh, you can do so many things with it. How about peaking? How about focus peaking? Let's try that. Okay. Need manual focus. Do we get focus peaking? I don't even know whether we get it with... hang on, maybe I need to put it in manual focus mode for that. Let's put it in manual focus mode. Do we get focus peaking? Maybe I need to set it up properly. Okay, now I'm wasting time. Okay, let's go for focus peaking. Got to remember where that is. This is going to be a good test, isn't it? I don't have absolutely no idea where it is, to be honest. Advanced shooting options. No, it's not on here. See, this is the great menus on here. Bracketing off. HDR, it's going to be under here somewhere. AF, MF, it's going to be under here. Okay, MF assist, that's where it is. Peaking off. Let's turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on again. Right, okay, now I'm going to try manually focusing. Do I get anything, any peaking? Yeah, I'm getting some, there you go. It's coming out yellow. That's in focus. Okay, let's try an edge. There's the edge. The focus peaking is working. Because it's lighting up the edge that's in focus. Okay, so I take the photo and the edge of the jug should be in focus. You can see actually the front of the jug isn't quite in perfect focus. The edge of the jug is sharp. Yeah, the edge of the jug is actually very sharp. Much sharper than it looks on this phone. There it is. It's very, very sharp. Yeah, it's sharp as a tack. Okay. So you see the LFN button works because it initiates focus peaking. Let's go back again to button dial. Oh dear. Now you don't have to go all the way down. You can just go up and come to the bottom thing. Level display, no. AF stop, I used that before. Let's just use depth of field preview, which is very easy to test again. Okay, so here we are at f2.8. If I press the LFN button, it's not going to change because that's the maximum aperture of the lens. So let's go for, I don't know, f8. And see the other camera come into focus. There she blows. The other camera is coming into focus. Let's go down to f22. Not f16 then. As far as it's going to go. Okay, ready? Okay, so here we are. Most of the background's coming into focus now. Okay. So, let's just use the teleconverter and then press. There you go. You see the background's coming into focus because the depth of field obviously is going to be a lot greater at f8 or at f16. It's going to be even greater still. Okay. So I'll take the photograph. What am I going to focus on? I don't know. It doesn't even matter really so much now. I'm in manual focus mode and I'm going to focus on the edge of the jug. Oh, okay, you can see a bit of focus peak. It's actually not that. It's not showing up that well. You just got some white or yellow showing up there. Let's see if I focus on my camera. Oh, there you go. Ah, there's the edge of the jug. Okay, you can see the edge of the jug is in focus because the peaking is showing up. Whoop. Okay, I'm going to take a picture now. And let's have a look. There's the f16 picture. Compared to the view, wide open, which is obviously much lower depth of field because it's at f2.8, obviously, because the lens is wide open when you're viewing. So, the LFN button works. So that's very useful. So I've got depth of field preview on there. That's actually a pretty useful function. I like that. So, with firmware, .4 on the body and 1.3 on the lens, the Olympus EM10 Mark II does enable you to use the LFN button, the lens function button, in addition to the 3 main function buttons and the record button that you can actually reassign to do something else, and this button, which is basically another function button. So yeah, great little camera, the EM10 Mark II, and it's really built like a tank. It goes very well actually, even though it's a smaller camera body, it goes very well with this sturdy lens, which is a pro lens of course, although this is weather sealed and this isn't, so don't take this out in the rain.